Do you know that some of the relationships we have, and by that I mean some of the relationships you have, you who is watching this, are only existent because you make the first call, you send the first WhatsApp, you send the first message, you're the one who always initiates get togethers, you're the one who always, be like, oh, we should catch up. Do you know that the day you will stop doing all that, those relationships will be no more? Been there, done that. Here are a few ugly truths of life. Keep watching. Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Modo. So, for starters, putting yourself first or making your happiness a priority is not selfish. Why am I saying this? I mean, with our upbringing, we were taught to share, irrespective of the fact that, irrespective of whether you're okay with sharing or not. Our upbringing, we are taught to share. For instance, a case in point, when you find kids playing with toys and their parents are around, when another kid craves for another's toy, the parent will be like, "You give him, let him play with your toy," without first asking their kid whether they are okay or whether they are done playing with their toy. They will just automatically be like, "You give them, let them play with your toy also." And that instills a mindset in us that we have to put others first. We put other people's priorities, other people's happiness first from us. That is the kind of upbringing that we are taught. And don't get me wrong, sharing is not bad, sharing is good, but how you share. So you find that we grow up and we find ourselves in relationships that don't serve us, but we cling to them because we grew up knowing that we're supposed to put other people's happiness or priorities first. We also grow up to become people pleasers because, again, we are told that we are supposed to put other people's happiness first. So that whole thing of, feeling kind of guilty that you're selfish when you put yourself first, it's not wrong. You're not selfish. You're just looking out for yourself. So that is one ugly truth we have to embrace, because guess what? The other person is also looking out for themselves. Secondly, anything that costs you mental health is too expensive. Yes, it's too expensive. And if you've been having second thoughts about something, today I'm giving you permission to quit it, be it a relationship or a job. If you're so stressed at your workplace, if you're so stressed in that relationship, believe you me, it's too expensive. It's better to be single other than be in a relationship that is not adding to you positively, that is just draining your energy, it's draining you out. So if you're in that kind of situation, let it go. Please, just let it go. You don't have to be liked by everybody. I mean, for the simple fact that you don't like everybody either. Sometimes we let, a little hate here and there get to us so much. And I mean, usually it happens online, and I don't blame you for feeling bad. But sometimes it really doesn't. It doesn't deserve the attention you give it to it. I mean, someone can hate you for no reason. Just like that. Someone can hate you for no reason. I mean, the same way you don't like everybody, there are some people you meet and your spirits just don't. They just don't connect. So you better get used to that. You don't like everybody, so everybody doesn't have to like you. Learn to live with that little hate that people throw around on you. It's natural. It's okay. When it comes to relationship connections, make sure the connection is actually valued by both parties. Make sure you're not the only one who values the connection, because guess what? Hey, like I mentioned earlier, some relationships are only thriving because you're the one doing the work. You're the one who makes calls, you're the one who texts, you send the first WhatsApp, you're the one who initiates get-togethers. And the day you will stop doing all that, the relationship will be no more. So it's high time you did some inventory, because my dear, this thing is not automatic. And let me tell you, I assure the Lord, and my husband does a good job at reminding me how I'm always assuming. Because you can be there and you have someone you consider your best friend, but do they consider you their best friend? My dear, please run some inventory. Go back and find out if your best friend, go ahead, you need to find out if you are your best friend's best friend. Because it's not automatic. It's not automatic. You know that move you're afraid to make, that move you're scared to make, might be your game changer. Yes, it might be your game changer. Sometimes we have a lot of plans, sometimes we want to do this, we want to do that, but of course there's always that doubt, there's always that small voice. There's always that fear that comes in, and it makes you hold back. It makes you procrastinate. It makes you push it further. But that move you're actually afraid to make might be your game changer in whatever you're doing. You know how they say, you cannot win if you're not in the game. Yeah? So make that move. If it works out, well and good. If it doesn't, still well and good. I always say, I never lose. If I don't win, I learn something. I don't know who the author is, but yeah, that is a quote that I actually work with a lot. I never lose. If I don't win, I learn something. So you should make that move. And the other thing, if someone's absence brings you peace, you didn't lose anything. Don't be deceived. If someone's absence brings you peace, you didn't lose anything. Yeah, there are some relationships we cling on to, well knowing they are bad for us, they are not serving us, but because we are afraid of being lonely or alone, we cling on to them. We find every excuse in the book to stay with this person, and usually those relationships are ended by the other party, not by you. The person it's not serving, the person it's not working out for. And you find that when those relationships end, you're relieved. It's like there's a whole lot that have been lifted off your shoulders. You're no longer stressed, you start glowing, you start smiling, you find inner peace. Some people forget that if someone's absence actually brings you peace, you didn't lose anything. And lastly, people might be upset when you choose you over their mess, but choose you anyway. I know we all have people in our lives who usually get themselves in different kinds of messes intentionally, like when they are sober, but at the end of the day they expect you to rush in as a knight in shining armor to their rescue all the time. Nope, you don't have to. And they are going to complain. Of course, they are going to complain. They are going to call you names. They are going to call you selfish. But you can't solve everybody's problems. I'm not saying you don't help, but you can't solve everybody's problems. It's some people are inviting you into their mess. Don't accept the invite. Choose you and stay out of it. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I hope I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!